Just to let our audience know, the process that we went through, we had a referral from Minnesota Oncology through their social services person. I contacted the couple over phone, and we had about an hour and a half conversation. I learned what their situation was, helped them understand it a little bit better in terms of the financial crises they were dealing with. And then I met with them for about an hour to an hour and a half. We talked further about some of the specifics. After that, that's when I referred them to you, Jim, and as you stated, you were able to connect with them on some of the issues they had. What did you see from your first conversation? Did they understand what their top priority was and all the different issues they were that were developing around them with a change of job and insurance? Did they truly understand their situation well up front?
I think they did to a point, but were uncertain about what other options they weren't thinking about. I mean, you don't know what you don't know, and so by talking to a professional, they were able to get some additional feedback and ideas of options that are ahead of them. At the same time, they were simply looking for confirmation that what they were thinking and what they were thinking about actually doing were logical, and from an outsider's point of view, looking in a professional point of view, was were they missing something? And I think there's a lot of value in just being able to confirm for folks what it is that they were thinking, and that it's logical and that they're making good decisions. At the end of the day, I gave them some direction on what they could be doing, and some additional research that I thought they needed to do, and beyond confirming that they were thinking about the most pressing issues. We started with the health insurance, of course, and then moved on to life insurance and some other insurance, disability insurance. And, not that it's all just about insurance. Keep in mind, there's the investment side of things and the cash flow side of things, and what can we do to try to free up additional dollars and be able to afford the lifestyle that they have. And so that's why it's a process, and it's not something that you can just handle in one particular visit or one call.
Well, I know, Jim, we're doing a lot of pro bono work for people in our case study and our pilot program. About how many hours have you spent with them in preparation as well as discussing with them their specific situation?
Well, actually, communication with the client, direct communication with the client has been just over 2 hours. Beyond that, probably another 2 hours behind the scenes, maybe a little less than that. And again, that was just on this particular case. Now, we've only had two conversations thus far. And the first one was very concentrated on health insurance. The second one was more concentrated on life insurance and some other insurances. I gave them a homework assignment to put together, if they haven't already, the budget and their assets and liabilities and so on, so I could take a look at that. Just make sure that they're thinking through all of that logically as well, and try to pick up things that they just, again, you don't know what you don't know, so just pick up on those things that they just aren't aware of and how they might be able to save more money or either make more money on their savings account or whatever it might be. So it's insurance, investment, we've talked about this before, comprehensive financial planning, and there are really 6 primary areas of your financial life that you want to look at. And just as a refresher, I suppose, your present situation. How can we save money on current expenses and free up dollars to go toward goal funding or go toward current expenses, whatever the case might be? Protection needs. So we were just talking with this particular couple about particular health insurance, life insurance, disability insurance, tax planning needs, investment needs. That kind of relates to what I was just saying about the need to look at whether or not you're getting a good enough rate of return on whatever it is that you do have in your savings account, whether it be a savings account at a bank or an investment account at an investment company, whichever. And then there's retirement planning. And life goes on, as we all know, and so we need to make sure that we're still accomplishing the financial goals of the family. And then estate planning, so making sure that we've played out the scenario of death, either couple's death, and making sure that everybody's on the same page as to what you want to have happen in that instance and what you want to have happen with your money and so forth.